know what I'm saying? In front of everybody. Oh. Game starts at 20, bet slip is empty. I gotta call KG. KG, what up?
I got nothing for you, Fox.
Ah, come on. What you got, huh?
It is spa day, Jamie. You don't interrupt spa day.
Okay. Gracie, what's up?
I need some tips.
Jamie, you want a tip?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, somebody. Jalen, what's up, man?
You want a tip?
Yeah.
You really want a tip?
I really need some tips.
Don't call somebody on live TV, Jamie Foxx.
Well, you answered. Have other friends anyway. Marshawn, Barry, holla at
Jamie Foxx. Hey, what's up with it, Fox?
Listen, I need some tips.
I like L.A.
LA?
No, Dallas.
Dallas?
Dallas not the
Dallas?
best. We gotta get to Miami. How about Detroit? Nah, Barry over there.
You know what? I'm gonna call y'all right back. Vanessa, I need your help.
I got a tip for you. Always go with your gut.
I like that. Going with my gut. Let's go with our gut.
Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I'm Dave Weischadle, and as always, I'm joined by my producer and co-host, Doug Weischadle. Doug, I guess there are a lot of happy over-betters from the Army-Navy game. Friday and Saturday morning, if I heard that one more time, that 16 years in a row it hit the under, I would have screamed. But very happy for the great game, too, as well.
At some point, the way they were lowering the number, it had to go over.
I think at game time, it was the total was 32.
32, and they ended up doing 37.
Yeah.
I mean, not much of an over, but 5 points.
Like I said, it was a great game, and it was being held in Philadelphia, but next year it's going to be in Gillette Stadium. And
that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. And speaking of Gillette Stadium, which is located in Massachusetts, a big congratulations to Encore Boston Harbor. They became the first casino in Massachusetts to get a sports betting license.
You know, after seeing the first two deferments, they did Plain Ridge Park Casino first, which in Plainville, Massachusetts.
Yep.
Then they did MGM Springfield, which was over in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
The one in Boston got the nod for the first license.
Yeah. So they're by the way, they're all going to get their licenses. Though. You know, this is kind of weird what they're doing, but just congratulations to Encore Boston Harbor.
Yeah, and
by the way, do you notice I got the name right? I always screw that up.
Well, you know,
I always do the Encore Harbor.
Honestly,
like
it probably is the one that's going to get the most traffic out of the three of them, I think.
Well, yeah. Technically, it's not
Retail.
in Boston because I think it's about a mile outside of Boston. It's technically in Everett, Massachusetts, but it's basically over a bridge.
Yeah,
and you're there. So no, congratulations to them. A beautiful casino too.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So,
every time we're there, we do a little video. So,
but congratulations! And you know what? The way their color scheme is, it always looks like Christmas around there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just thinking of that because I see the giant Santa behind you there.
Oh yeah, there.
And you know the way it's positioned, you can see his Christmas balls.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, good.
So,
nice going.
Yeah. Start off with class.
Yeah, right. Going after Santa. All right. Well, we got a great show coming up for you. We got a Beatin The House segment. Then it's week 15 of NFL picks. Unbelievable. We have our pro pick segment. Of course, that's powered by Betfred.
Yep.
Amazing sports book. It's a lot of fun. We had a great time with Betfred this year, and we continue to have a great time with Betfred. But very interesting week. I didn't touch the game with the Cowboys, which had a prior to the kickoff, which was that 17 and a half points or 17 points.
That was a crazy spread.
But no, that was the Houston Texans Super Bowl. I guess they played them really tough. It was a lot of fans of Dallas Cowboys were breathing a sigh of relief. At the end
They
of
did
that
do
one.
something odd in that game. They kept alternating the quarterbacks, which was weird.
By the way, quarterbacks. I know this is a long introduction, but I'm not a Jets fan, but I'm a fan of your quarterback White.
Kept getting up.
Unbelievable, boy! He was getting killed there.
I don't
out
get-
of the game twice. Came out of the locker room. I went to the hospital for God's
Afterwards,
sake.
yep.
Yeah. How do you
But-
get to the hospital and still catch the team flight? I don't get
It was
that. It's-
precautionary.
Okay.
They wanted to
I'm
see if
just
there was no
timing
internal
wise.
bleeding.
Yeah,
internal
timing wise,
bleeding.
yeah.
But I still don't get the fan base of the portion of the fan base for the Jets that thinks Zach Wilson is still the better quarterback.
Oh well.
I never thought he was a good quarterback. He's got great talent, raw talent, but White is the better system quarterback for the Jets right now.
Yep. Today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
We just talked a little football before the break, so we're going to continue talking a little football. Just recently, Caesars Sportsbook did the watch and bet feature.
Yes.
It's a low latency feed from Genius Sports through their data deal with the NFL. Caesars became the first sportsbook to do that in the United States, which is stream an NFL game through the app.
Yeah.
And
By the way, I knew
Expecting to see
nothing
more.
about that before it did because I would have checked it out. I mean, I have Caesars on my phone.
I understand.
so-
In my thinking, I think they were worried about it collapsing.
Well, I don't know, but I would have loved
the
to see
bandwidth
it.
would have been really. I mean, right now that was a great test.
Yeah.
As a soft launch, if you want to call it that, great. But this is a feature that is
Just as an aside, just as a marketing thing, and when I said, gee, I didn't know Caesars was doing that.
Yep.
I was caught off guard because I didn't know the match was being held last weekend. Remember, I called and tell you
that was crazy.
they're playing golf at night, and I didn't even know it was on. So
And they had that one stretch of bad audio too.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
They
So,
got to figure out
hey,
some of these things out.
marketing people for these casinos and these sporting events, get out there a little bit.
But going back to Caesars,
Yeah.
congratulations for Caesars being the first.
Yep.
There's going to be multiple games on Caesars through this deal. They're looking at some playoff games. There's going to be another game on the Caesars Sportsbook app before January 1st.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for
I
that
need
one.
to know about that, people.
Well, Caesars sent out a press release afterwards.
By the way, if anyone knows about it,
Yeah.
info at turnpikesportsradio.com.
But what I was going to look at here is great. We did it. There were complaints about the speed, the latency. Mm-hmm. I mean, it basically rivals what Amazon Prime is doing with their latency feed.
Yeah.
There's a couple seconds delay. That's got to be really, really straightened out before it becomes a viable option in the United States.
How was the streaming? Does anyone say anything about that? Did it have that ring of death when it was loading
I
up
haven't heard
and
anything
things like that?
I haven't heard anything like that. No crashes.
Okay, good.
Which
Good.
goes to the point of they didn't really announce it.
Yeah.
That's the one thing our industry is kind of getting known for. When they announce something, people rush to it, and they kind of crash. I mean, look what happened at the Super Bowl with what was that, Gambit? A lot of people ran to it.
in
and they
Washington,
crashed it,
D.C.?
and they crashed it in
Yeah,
D.C.
yeah.
It's just it's great to see the industry maturing, because this is a sign of a maturity in the sports betting industry. If you look at the UK is a mature industry. This is where they make their bones, getting the streaming rights to tennis. They've got darts. They've got all these different games. Soccer they stream. This is the first step for maturity, I think.
Okay.
And
you know what? Technology is catching up. When we first started doing this, I mean, the technology was terrible with streaming and things like that. And now it's amazing.
Now here the naysayers are coming in with this stuff.
Oh, there's always going to be that.
Well, people are worried that the watch and bet streaming may impinge upon the network deals, regular TV deals that the NFL has. and there may be some copyright infringement issues.
Wow.
So this is something that is going to develop. You're going to start seeing maybe
if
some of the networks get involved in these watch and bet things with these sports.
Well,
books.
if you're talking about the NFL, they're going to start streaming now, so that's why they're mad about it, because it's going to impinge on their ability to stream their games and get money
the NFL
for it.
wants this. The NFL wants this,
of course.
But they have
What's that NFL Plus thing they have out there now? So.
But they had that $110 billion 10-year deal with all the networks for their broadcast rights, and the data deal with Genius is worth $120 million a year.
Wow. Okay.
So I think there's going to probably be a network who's going to get involved in this. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a network like NBC, which has that deal with PointsBet, try something like this to get some extra revenue, alleviate the copyright infringement kind of issues, that sort of stuff.
Look, I'm all for it.
There are multiple issues here to be figured out down the road as it goes along, and it's just something to watch.
Yep.
Exit 2.
Funny you should mention the Army-Navy game at the top of the show.
Oh, okay.
We have the
So
Army.
you're tying it in somewhere.
We have the Army.
Okay,
I actually had not planned this.
Okay.
Because I had this exit written up before that intro you just did.
Okay.
But the Army, as everyone knows, the Army is trying like crazy to market toward the esports generation.
Let me tell you, I think it's a great marketing device.
$7 million in 2021 they set aside just for the Call of Duty area.
Let me tell you something. Esports, I think, is going to be what Top Gun in the 80s did for the Navy. After Top Gun, that movie came out, everyone wanted to go to the Navy. Everyone wanted to be a fighter pilot. But now esports, maybe this could be their way of getting more recruits.
Well, unfortunately for the Army, they have had no luck whatsoever
With esports?
with any of their marketing plans.
Okay. All right.
$7 million in total, 2021. The one area they're really doing well in is the individual streamers on Twitch and YouTube, all that. They had a $750,000 deal with Activision Blizzard that they just killed.
Okay.
They had to do it because not only is Activision Blizzard having issues with discrimination and harassment in their ranks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Army is too.
Okay.
So they are distancing themselves from Activision Blizzard.
We should probably say alleged.
Alleged. Okay. Well,
if it's it's in black and white. So it is.
Well, this involved a killing back in 2020.
Oh,
so it's not an alleged killing.
Okay.
The person is dead.
Okay. All right.
So, but the fact is, the Army has had very little luck in terms of getting these deals going. They did a $500,000 deal last year with G4, which went the way of the dodo again.
Wow.
The third try at G4 launching, the Army got involved with the third try. G4 died.
Okay.
You have a $600,000 deal with IGN, the top video game news site. That is in jeopardy because they have a lot of Call of Duty stuff on it.
Okay.
So they're trying to distance themselves completely from the Call of Duty.
Look, I
area.
think if it's done in the right way, I think the esports can be a great marketing tool for Army. They just got to find the right way, the right vehicle, and the right message to get out. So,
well, they're having no luck choosing this stuff. I mean, the Call of Duty is the military one, and I understand their thinking with that.
Sure.
But what they're doing now will allow their streamers.
It's probably a good training device too. Even if you're in the Army, it's probably a good training.
The Army
device.
has a Call of Duty team. They also have a
that's
Counter-Strike
awesome.
team.
That's awesome. So.
But what they're doing here, and this is the interesting thing here, they're telling the Army is telling the streamers they advertise with, don't do anything with Call of Duty. You can't really control what a streamer does.
Wow.
It's kind of an odd situation the Army finds.
Well, it's kind of
itself
tough for a streamer to do that because it's such a popular game.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially if they're playing on a Call of Duty.
That's like us doing a betting show, and we can't talk about the NFL. It's kind of a big thing, big chunk of the market there.
I mean, if they tie this into anything the streamers do for Activision Blizzard, and they can trace that. Where money goes back to Activision Blizzard, I can understand trying to enforce something like that. I don't know if you can restrict a streamer in doing.
I don't know.
Things.
I don't know what their contracts deal with. I don't know what
That's what the situation. It put me in a little kind of question. Being an attorney, I'm looking at it. How can you restrict a streamer's right to do what he's doing?
Yeah.
And I think the Army's
Well,
got to figure out their marketing.
I think before they do
platform a
any
little bit better.
deals with streamers, they have to pick and choose what
Yeah.
streamers they want to deal with.
or they have to figure out what they're doing with the streamers they already have deals with.
Sure.
So, may see exactly what's going on with the Army down the road here. But like I said, they've been having very little to no luck in this, in marketing on the streaming side of everything.
Yep.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor from wherever I am. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly. Ding dong, Drizzly.
Exit 3.
A couple of weeks ago, we did a story on, Vegas City.
Yeah, I did an interview. Who did I interview? I'm really terrible with names. I gotta say.
James Ashton, CEO of Vegas City.
Vegas City.
We did an exit on Vegas City a couple weeks ago.
Very interesting.
Yep. We did the interview. We did an exit on everything. It's on Decentraland, a casino district. And very interesting idea. Not a lot of people are used to the metaverse yet.
Sure. And it's not only a casino, too. I mean, there's entertainment, there's sports. La Liga he just did a deal with.
Exactly.
It's amazing. So.
But he did a whole entertainment district.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great.
Here in Oklahoma, here in the United States, in Oklahoma, we've got the Eastern Shawnee Tribe of Oklahoma and Lucky Lady Games.
All right.
They're going to be launching Indigo Sky Online.
Okay.
Which is a metaversical casino.
Is that a word?
That's a word.
Metaversical?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, that's a word.
During my interview, you were the producer, so I'm sure you heard it. Did I say metaverse? I didn't have to say that, right?
No.
Okay.
I can't say it with a straight face most time, but
I always want talking about the metaverse and things like that online. I want to use the proper terms, and I want to use them in the right way. I would never occur to me to say metaversical.
Well, what they're doing,
okay,
and I'm actually not going to use that word anymore.
Okay.
So they are the Lucky Lady and the Eastern Shawnee Tribe are going to work together to create Indigo Sky Online, which is a online casino.
All right.
In the metaverse.
All right.
That's going to be globally available, and they're going to tie it in to the brick and mortar property in Oklahoma.
See, that's really cool.
That
was actually one of my questions. I said, is it going to be kind of a tie-in to actual brick and mortar?
Well, this one is going to be tied in with the brick and mortar property. What they're going to be doing is they're going to have a whole slew of online games inside their casino in the metaverse.
Now, I'm assuming it's Oklahoma, right? So
yes.
Certainly online gambling and online casinos are not allowed in Oklahoma. Do people win? Is under the sweepstakes
it's technically a social casino.
It's social casino.
Blockchain, all that. So it's not really covered by the gaming
Can
laws
people
there.
win comp points? That's a
that
question.
may be one of the aspects of this that still is yet to be outlined here. They're going to be launching this in the first half of 2023. That's the plan.
Okay.
They're going to have a whole suite of online games created by Lucky Lady.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're going to be doing is tying it into the brick and mortar games at the casino that they have in Oklahoma, and the innovation that they're trying to do is the first of its kind.
Okay.
I've never ever seen a U.S.-based company doing this.
Okay.
And the Native American tribes in Oklahoma are the only casinos out there.
Okay.
And it'll be very interesting to see exactly.
I can't
where
wait
they
to check
go
it
with
out.
this.
No, I can't wait to check it out. When will this start? Because I definitely want to go to. I guess I would just go to the. Where would I?
Lucky Lady Games would have the information.
Lucky Lady
they don't
Games.
have a site yet set up
I'm
for
looking
this.
for a thing I could possibly tie in a .com
if
thing.
if you search Indigo Sky Online.
Okay, Indigo Sky Online.
And that's basically at the Eastern Shawnee Tribe of Oklahoma. Not much has been really laid out yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at first half launch of 2023, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean it can be pushed back or moved forward, but it's the most unique aspect that I've seen for a U.S. casino.
I love stuff like this because, look, here in New Jersey, we're getting to the months where you're staying inside more. You're gonna the weather is terrible. It's cold. Tuesday night at 9:00, and you have the urge to play some games and things like that, and you're not going to go outside and drive around like the winter weather in February. No, you're going to sit back, you're going to relax, and you're going to play some games. So
but it'll be interesting to see. I mean, are they going to tie in food services? like Grubhub come
well,
in
like
and
I said,
deliver food from the thing.
That's why I said it's like comps or deals or stuff like that.
It sounds like from what I was reading.
When it comes to online casinos and online gaming, and marketers are so creative in making deals that makes the whole online experience so much better. So I just love what everyone's doing here.
It'll be very interesting to see if other people or other casino properties, not just in Oklahoma but everywhere in the United States, start looking at this, because there's only a certain amount of revenue that can go around.
Well, like I said, the online casinos and online poker and online sports betting, the one great thing in New Jersey is the comps are tied in. And I'm sure comps are tied into every place.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? The comps mean, it may sound weird, but you play online, it drives people through the doors, because, if they know they got some comp points to a room or some comp points to a meal, they're going to go out and go to your establishment. And guess what? They're going to spend more money, because I've never just gone to a casino just to eat for free. I usually stay around and play, and I usually give the money back right to the casino. So
I'm just wondering, at some point, are we going to see a sports book do this? A retail sports book?
What do you mean?
Do a metaverse sports book tied into their actual real world sports books?
People will argue, say, you're mobile anyway, so that isn't that part of the metaverse?
Technically, no. That's web.
Okay. Well, see,
the metaverse is part of the Web3 world, which is
my God, Web3 world.
See, there's another phrase.
I just got metaversical. Now it's Web3 world.
Well, that's where the first phrasing was Web3.
Okay,
which is the immersed entertainment.
Okay.
And it's,
we gotta get down to the Stockton Esports Innovation Center, because I just need to get educated on some of these terms here. I don't know. My God,
Web just create a lexicon
world,
of all these things.
Really?
Yeah. Web3,
metaversical, and Web3 world.
Well, Web3 and metaverse are interchangeable.
All right.
And again, like I said, I'm very curious to see where a casino project like this can go. I mean, we already have the cashless gaming, we have the online sites, we have the brick and mortar. Now we have a metaverse world that may actually end up, even giving another bump to the U.S. industry for gaming.
Yeah.
Exit 4.
Last exit of the day, we're going to be talking about mystery shoppers.
Mystery shoppers.
I figured, since it's the Christmas season, shopping, we have the Auditor General of Canada has created a program that's already happened, it's already done, that raised a few eyebrows, caused some people to get angry.
Okay.
What the Auditor General of Canada did, she sent in mystery shoppers to the casinos.
Okay.
To see how easy it is to launder money through a casino.
Oh, okay. So,
I mean, I understand why they're getting angry for someone doing this.
Well, I mean,
you have to do.
Is that
things
kind of
like
their job to do that kind of stuff? So I don't. When we say that was always the big in the criminal world, casinos were always thought to be the best place to launder money. If a criminal got marked dollars and he wanted to launder them, the whole idea was you take it in. I'm teaching people how to do this.
People already know how to do this.
You take money into a casino. You take that money. You get chips.
Yep.
You take the chips out. Then
you play a little bit.
Maybe play a little bit. And you bring them back. And you bring the chips back, and you get clean money.
Yep.
So
that's exactly what the mystery shoppers did. They came in with checks of $4,000, $11,000, $10,000, and they went to the casinos, all different amounts of the checks, and they went to the casinos, got the money turned into slips for gaming machines or chips or whatever. They went around. Some did play, some didn't play, and they came back and they got checks back from the casino. Yeah. For whatever money they had left on their slips or whatever the chips were worth.
So, the whole idea is you got rid of the dirty money, you got clean money that's not traceable through any sort of thing from the original money. So that's laundered money.
Yeah, the overall idea for this was to see if the casinos checked how long these people played before they cashed in their winnings.
So if someone just got the chips and immediately put it back,
came back to another cage,
bells and whistles should have gone off casino.
What the Auditor General was saying was the casinos, when you cash in somebody's slips or chips or whatever, you have to really check how long they've been playing.
Yeah.
And they found that a couple of the casinos did not check.
Okay.
In a couple areas, the casinos did a gangbusters. One casino banned a mystery shopper for doing this, trying to deposit suspicious funds.
All right.
Good
for them.
Barred
Good for
from
them.
entry from all their properties.
Look, laundering money at a casino is the worst kept secret in the casino industry of all time. So, the casinos should be aware of what's going on.
And the mystery shoppers were told 15 minutes. Go in, get your chips,
play
your
for
slips,
15 minutes.
Stay in the casino for 15 minutes.
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have to play.
Okay.
The idea was seeing if they played.
All right.
And if it matches the regulations they have in Canada for, cashing out chips and everything else.
Okay.
So, they hit, on, let me see, I want to get the number right here. 98% they were able to cash out 98% of the time.
They only
2%
they only
caught.
caught 2% of the people trying to do
Exactly.
that.
And they've
The
got an
undercover
issue with
people.
this. And
Okay.
I don't know if the casinos were happy about it. They should be.
Well done. I don't know who the Auditor General is. Well, I don't know.
Bonnie Lysyk.
Bonnie Lysyk.
Yep.
Well done. I mean, that's great.
That's out of the box thinking
is very, very smart, and
Yep.
it's good
And
for her. Good. That's
I'm
great.
just wondering if other like New Jersey Division of Gaming Enforcement or the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board or one of the other gaming
let me tell you
commissions,
something.
Nevada Gaming Board.
Gaming commissions, I mean, I've talked to a lot of people in gaming commissions. We've interviewed a lot of people who've worked with gaming commissions and some of the gaming commissions. I mean, they do amazing work. And, certainly they're probably not going to divulge all the stuff they're doing to make people protected in casinos and protect the casinos as well. So, but no, they do amazing jobs. And today's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, you can get in touch with Turnpike Sports by calling or texting us at 609-512-5910. That's 609-512-5910. At Turnpike Sports is the show's handle on Facebook and Twitter. At Turnpike Sports Radio is our handle on Instagram. And as always, our email address is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And don't forget, you can listen to the show via Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, radio.com mobile app, as well as Stitcher and YouTube. You can also watch us on your smart TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Head on over to turnpikesports.net. You'll be able to watch our video channel there.
Well, we got a great show coming up for you. Got a Beatin The House, jackpots from around the world. Is it around the world, Doug, or are we just sticking in the U.S.
It's around the world.
Around the world, okay. Around jackpots from around the world. And then we have our Week 15 Pro Picks segment, powered by Betfred. See if we can do better in our NFL picks this week. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Yeah, you, come here. Haven't you heard? We don't need to hide anymore.
Now, we can shop privately for adult products at adamandeve.com. They've got massage oils, lingerie, and lots more we can't mention here. Use offer code SPICE404. They'll give you 50% off almost any one item, 3 free DVDs, free mystery gift, and free shipping. That's 50% off, free shipping, and more. Private shopping starts at adamandeve.com.
The Turnpike Sports Pro Football Pick segment is brought to you by Betfred Sportsbook. Never miss a bet with Betfred Sportsbook. Betfred Sports brings over 50 years of experience through the United States betting industry. Straight bets, in-play wagering, parlay cards, teasers, and more. Head on over to BetfredSports.com or download the Betfred Sportsbook app in Colorado, Iowa, or Arizona and get in on all the action today. New signups will receive up to $250 in free bets when wagering $50. Download the Betfred Sportsbook app today. Offer valid in Colorado, Iowa, and Arizona only. Visit BetfredSports.com for terms and conditions. Please gamble responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or someone close to you, call 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa, 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona, and 1-800-522-4700 in Colorado.
Welcome to NFL Week 15. This is the Turnpike Sports Pro Football Pick segment powered by Betfred Sports. I always want to say presented by when I open it up with that, but it's
no,
powered
if you're sports
by
betting,
Sports.
it's powered by.
It's powered by.
Powered by.
So
Betfred
here we are
Sports.
with the Pro Pick segment powered by Betfred Sports. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you our top 3 picks for the upcoming NFL weekend. And again, this is the beginning of the loaded weekend of NFL football. We've got Thursday, we've got Saturday, we've got Sunday, we've got Monday night.
Great weekend for football.
As soon as the college football season ends, you start getting Saturday NFL
games,
football.
Yeah.
So, and also starting next year, if everyone remembers, you're going to see a Black Friday game now too.
Yeah,
so
Amazon.
We're going to be seeing some more and more football on alternate days. Let me put it that way. I don't know how else to say that. Here we are, Week 15 with the NFL schedule. Betting trends, kind of interesting. The season started off with both the underdogs and the unders hitting around 60%.
Okay.
Now they're down to about 55% each.
Okay.
So slowly
Which isn't good news for me because in 2 of my games I have an under and I have an underdog. So perfect timing for me to start doing the unders and the underdogs.
See, to telegraph what I'm doing, I've got 2 favorites and an over.
Okay.
So,
all right.
It's going to be kind of interesting week. I'm seeing my Jets settle into the basement of the AFC East all over again.
Yeah, boy. I said before, I have become a fan of Mike White. Boy, the punishment he took, and he stood in there, and he kept coming up and going out, and when he ran out of the locker room for the second time, that was one of those things. I even said, the legend of Mike White is starting. Here we go. So
it's
fell a little short.
If you look at the New York Post or the Daily News, their back page, they always have something about him, White Knight.
Yeah.
And also when Bam Knight started in the backfield, that actually came true. White Knight in the backfield. But I'm becoming a fan of Jalen Hurts.
Oh, yeah.
He has surprised me, and I'll talk about a little bit more when we get into the games because I picked the Philadelphia game as one of my games for this week. But I am just impressed with him.
Yeah,
I am slow to come around to him. Never thought he was
the
a great quarterback.
During the summertime, I was like most Eagles fans, not sure what we had at quarterback, but very impressive. Yep. Extremely impressive, and such a great presence in the locker room from what everyone's reporting. So, no, I think the Eagles hit on something special there.
Well, the one thing I've been hearing is a lot of people thought in the offseason accuracy is a trait you can't teach. Either quarterback has it or not. He went through and he got accurate over the offseason.
It looks like he actually
amazing.
became accurate.
Yes.
I'm still not comfortable with a running quarterback. I mean, case in point, what happened to Kyler Murray other Monday. I almost said last night. I'm telegraphing when we're recording this. During the Monday night game.
Yeah.
So I'm always he wasn't even hit when the knee went out. So,
very reminiscent of Zach Wilson's injury in the preseason.
Yeah.
Wasn't hit, went down, missed a whole bunch
so
of times,
that's why I worry about running quarterbacks. Let me tell you something.
Especially the smaller running quarterbacks too.
Josh Allen,
they always get hurt.
Josh Allen, I know he's a big guy, but my goodness, he's got to learn to slide. He's another running quarterback I worry about.
But funny enough, he didn't hurt any of his legs. He hurt his elbow.
He will put his head down and go for that extra yard when he really doesn't have to.
He's a different sort of animal.
Yeah.
And you just got to roll with that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, here we are, Week 15. As always, we use the Tuesday morning lines from Betfred Sports. We choose either point spreads or totals. We do not do money line bets. And as always, when the game time gets closer, please keep checking the lines before you place a bet. They will change. Some of these,
There's a weather game.
There's a weather game.
I mentioned Buffalo.
Yeah.
There might be a weather
We've already
game.
had one moved, so you may see something else happen.
By the way, I'll talk about it shortly.
Okay. But anyway, let's just keep an eye out on the lines as they change. Like I said, we're doing Tuesday. By the time Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday roll around, depending on who's got what games here, they may change, they may not.
Yeah.
But always check it.
Okay.
With that being said, let's head on over to the first game of the week.
My first game is the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are 4-point favorites, and the total is 48.5. I think this line is a complete, total overreaction to what happened to the Minnesota Vikings last week against Detroit. Look, the Detroit Lions defense was terrible. I know the Vikings put up 416 yards against that defense, and certainly the Colts have a little better defense than the Lions, and I don't think the Vikings are going to get that many yards against them, certainly not 416 yards, but I still think the Minnesota Vikings are a much better team than Indianapolis Colts, much better than the 4 points that the books put on it. But here are some of the trends here. The Vikings are 5-2-1 against the spread in their last 8 games and are 8-2 in their last 10 Week 15 games. The Vikings are a lot better than the Colts, and I think I was surprised it was only 4 points. So if it's only 4 points, I'm jumping all over the Minnesota Vikings. At home, by the way.
Well, I chose this game, too, to start off with, and Minnesota has been the king of the one-score victories this year. And, again, 4 points, I agree with you. The 4 points seems kind of low to me, to be honest.
I think they're going to win by at least a touchdown.
The Colts are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 road games. They're also 2-3 against the spread as an away underdog.
Okay.
You look at Minnesota. You mentioned the 5-2-1 against the spread in their last 8 overall. The Vikings are 3-1 against the spread at home in their last 4 games, and 4-2 against the spread as a home favorite in their last 6 of those types of games.
I'm feeling a lot better about my pick. So you going with the Vikings too?
My pick right now is, even though the Vikings have been playing against a lot of great teams, Matt Ryan kind of is a question mark. He's 1-3 since coming back.
Yeah.
I think with what's going on with the Minnesota offense, pardon the pun here, but I really think the Colts don't have the horses to keep up with Minnesota's offense. So I'm doing Minnesota laying the points.
I see what you did there.
Oh yeah, a little bad pun. Yeah. All righty, let's head on over to game number 2.
My next game is the Miami Dolphins traveling to the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 7.5-point favorites, and the total has dropped because of the weather. The total right now is 41.5 points. I think it started up at 48, and I think it dropped all the way down when the weather forecast came out. This is another one of those games. Keep watching the forecast, so you don't know where this line is going to move or anything like that. But for me, watching the Buffalo Bills against the Jets, the Bills are just not the same team they were when the season started. I mean, it's just amazing. In their last 7 games, they're 2-5 against the spread, and they are 2-5-1 against the spread against a team with a winning record. So they kind of struggle against pretty good teams. So, and usually these two teams play each other very tough. In their last 5 meetings between these two teams, the underdog is 3-1-1 against the spread. I think the Bills may win this one. I think it might be a fun game to watch. The weather should be interesting. The weather, if it's bad, it's the great equalizer. So, like I said, I think the Bills will probably win this, but I think the Dolphins are going to keep it close. So I'm taking the underdog Miami Dolphins.
Well, my next game is the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Houston to play the Texans. It's a 14-point spread in Kansas City's favor. The over-under is 48.5. As I've said all season long, I hate the huge spreads, the 14 points. And again, initially you look at it and you think this is way too big a spread.
Yeah. Hey, Houston bettors did very well last week against Dallas.
But knowing Kansas City 14 against a team like Houston might be just right. What
maybe.
They do. But if you look at the totals, and I went with the total. I didn't do a point spread bet here. The over is 4-0 in these teams' last 4 meetings. In the lowest scoring game in those last 4 totaled 56 points. They've hit 82 points in one of those last 4 games that they played against each other. The over is 9-2 in the Chiefs' last 11 road games. And the over is also 4-2 when Kansas City is an away favorite, which they are here. Houston's played some really great defenses: Dallas, Cleveland, Miami, Washington, Giants, even the Eagles. But I don't think the Chiefs' defense ranks up there with some of those defenses. So I'm looking at the over here. A pick is over 48.5. All right, let's head on over to the last game of the week.
My third and last game of the week is the Atlanta Falcons traveling to the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are 4-point favorites, and the total is 43. This game has under written all over it. Let me go through some of the numbers. First off, these two teams are dealing with some injuries, and it's just, even if they weren't, these teams just weren't scoring. In the last 5 games, the under has hit for the Falcons 4 times. And for the Saints, the under has hit 5 times in their last 6 games. Plus, if that wasn't enough, these two teams play like crap in December. In December, the under has hit 5 times in the Falcons' last 6 games. And for the Saints, the under hit in the last 5 times. 5 times. They don't score in December. They must be thinking about Christmas or something like that. I think
the winter break.
Yeah, I just, there's injuries in this game. And just the trend is just all about the under. So I think that's what we're going to have here. I think both teams are going to struggle to score points, and I'm looking at the under 43.
Well, my last game of the week is the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Philly's favored by 9 points. The over-under is 48.5. I just got done saying I don't like big spreads here. And here I am with a 9-point spread game. When I started looking at this game itself, I found something that kind of surprised me with the way the Eagles are playing this year. They're 1-3 against the spread in their last 4 road games.
Interesting.
And conversely, the Bears are 1-3 against the spread in their last 4 home games. So one of these trends has to give here. Chicago's 0-6 in their last 6 games overall. Philly is 5-3 against the spread versus the NFC. And the Eagles are also 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 meetings with Chicago, no matter where they play.
Wow, okay.
So given the way the Eagles have been playing, even with Justin Fields back there, and that offense is starting to click for Chicago, I really think you're going to see the Eagles go to 6-0 against the spread against the Bears, and I went with Philly, and I'm laying the 9 points.
Okay.
All right, let's recap the games for the week.
Well, I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings, who are 4-point favorites over the Indianapolis Colts. I'm taking the underdog Dolphins, plus 7.5 points. I kind of like them. I think they're going to play them close. And I'm taking the under 43 points in the Falcons-Saints game.
And I went with Minnesota as well, laying the 4 points against the Colts. I went with the over 48.5 in the Chiefs-Texans game. And I'm laying the 9 points in favor of Philly against the Chicago Bears. And these picks, as always, will be up on the Turnpike blog after this segment is released. Head on over to turnpikesports.us, click on the blog button, and you will see the full print version of these picks there. Feel free to comment there. Feel free to reach out to us, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. You can also follow us on Twitter @TurnpikeSports, and also our alternate handle @TurnpikeBets. We're on Instagram. Turnpike Sports Radio is the handle there, and on Facebook, Turnpike Sports as well. So just enjoy your Sundays, and again, check the lines before you bet.
Enjoy your Thursdays, Saturdays,
Enjoy your
Sundays,
Thursdays,
and Monday
Saturday-
nights.
enjoy the weekend.
Enjoy the weekend, yes. Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.
80% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's gotta be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500.
Call 800-354-4377, 800-354-4377 for a free no obligation in-home consultation.
With Drizzly, I can shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes. Drizzly also lets me shop from multiple stores in my area and compare prices on thousands of products.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
We'll get back to the show in a few moments, but I just wanted to take some time and tell everyone about Bean Genius, the smart specialty coffee subscription service. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country. They feature over 2,000 specialty coffee blends, all at your fingertips at beangenius.com. Here's how it works. Head on over to beangenius.com and take their palate profiler test to find out what coffee best fits your taste. Then select from a variety of subscription plans. Every subscription comes with free shipping, and delivery can even be scheduled for once or twice each month. And based upon your review of each coffee blend you try, Bean Genius actually learns your individual taste preferences and then suggests future coffee blends for you. And now you can get 10% off your Bean Genius subscription when you use our promo code PIKE at checkout. Bean Genius offers a variety of subscription plans to suit any coffee lover's needs. Subscribe with Bean Genius today and start enjoying some of the best tasting coffee around. And save 10% off your coffee plan with promo code PIKE.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Beatin The House is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Don't wait. Join in the fun now. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Grab a lion's share of the fun at BetMGM.com. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to another edition of Beatin the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, the continent, the world, even as we're going to be doing this week. Looking for
really?
Casino
Overseas,
jackpots, lottery jackpots, basically anything where there's a big win involved in the gaming industry. I think even last time we had a Keno or a bingo jackpot. I have to go back and take a look, but any kind of jackpot that involves the gaming industry. Please keep the press releases coming in. Info at turnpikesportsradio.com is the email address to send the PR to, and we'll get you on the list to talk about. And we're going to go start off in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, the largest table games progressive jackpot ever won in Arizona.
Wow, we got a record, huh?
We have a record.
All right.
We have Luis Rodriguez, not going to say his last name for privacy issues. It was given as G for his last name.
Okay.
21-year-old.
Luis G.
Luis Rodriguez G.
Okay.
Louis, I guess. I don't know how else you would say that. Hit a jackpot worth $1.1 million. $5.
Wow.
He was playing blackjack at the Gila River Resort and Casino in Lone Butte, Chandler, Arizona.
Wow. Okay.
So
what a great name, Lone Butte.
Lone Butte. It's one of 3 of the Gila River resorts.
Wow. You can almost see tumbleweeds going by in Lone Butte.
I think you just insulted Lone Butte.
Welcome to Lone Butte.
That's what? Population of what, 5?
I don't know. I've never been to Lone Butte.
It's actually the Gila River.
Obviously,
Resort
Lone
Casinos.
Butte is a section in Chandler, Arizona.
Yes.
Chandler might be a sprawling metropolis.
Chandler's
for all I know.
big town over there. So it's not a huge town like.
But all I said was I like the name Lone Butte.
Lone Butte, the Gila River Resort and Casino, Lone Butte is how it's phrased. According to the Arizona Department of Gaming, it's the largest table games jackpot in the state history.
Wow. Okay.
He put a $15 bet down.
Okay.
And a $5 side bet on the progressive.
All right.
The side bets always work.
Side bets pay off.
And the game, it was an all new King of Cards table games progressive table game at the casino. Brand new game.
All right.
Actually, a brand new bettor, I believe, too, because he's 21 years old.
Oh, wow.
So,
can you imagine if that was your 21st birthday and you went to your casino for the 21st birthday?
Well, I didn't say it was on his birthday.
Well, I know that, but I was just imagining. I mean, the story couldn't get any better unless that was his 21st birthday. Yes. Then
Well, I remember last week we had a story. A guy playing Pai Gow for the first time hit a huge jackpot.
Yeah.
So, but this was a brand new game, and it linked all the different table games in the Gila River Resort chain of casinos.
Okay.
So $1,100,075 on a, I guess you can call it a $20 bet, 15 and 5.
What is it? 15 bet,
15 on the bet, and a $5 side bet.
Oh,
so $20.
Yeah.
Going out to Las Vegas, we're going to the Cromwell.
Okay.
We've had the Cromwell on a couple of times.
Yeah, I've
recently.
never been to the Cromwell.
It's one of the.
Not even sure where the Cromwell is.
I think it's in one of the off-strip casinos because
Okay.
I've never been there either. But it's in Las Vegas. Lucky player hit a mega progressive jackpot. Michael H. of Lebanon, Oregon, was visiting.
Okay.
He got a royal flush and won $377,136.
Wow.
So 3-card poker, another table game win.
Okay. Not a 3-card poker player, but congratulations.
Not too familiar with it, but there are lots of different
I just never played it. I just never I never had the urge to play it. So.
Well, in the
By the way, the tables are always crowded with the
3-card poker is a
number
very
one,
popular
I don't play it because it's usually too crowded, and number 3, it's just so obviously people love it.
Oh yeah.
So.
I mean,
and I'm not a good 3-card player.
I always see crowds at the 3-card poker. The other game, especially when we go to Atlantic City, I'm starting to see crowds at the Casino War table game. It's the card game War that we used to play as kids a long time ago.
I don't know.
It's a casino table game now.
I've never played War as a kid. I'm not familiar with it.
Game, so.
I wonder if it's online. See, if I hear about a game, that's where I learn how to do it. I go to the online casinos, and that's how you were talking about Pai Gow poker. I've never played Pai Gow poker in a casino, but I learned how to do it online.
So. You know what? Now you got me curious. I don't know if I've seen Casino War on an online casino, but
I'll check it out.
Yep. And in the same week, another poker player won a jackpot at the Gold Coast Casino. That was the second time in 2 weeks somebody had won a jackpot at the Gold Coast.
Wow. Okay.
It was a 7-card straight flush for $87,000 and a fortune bonus for another $5,000.
Wow. Okay.
So not $100,000 like I usually cut the limit off for that, but the fact
Still
that
pretty
it was happened around the same time.
I'd be very happy with it.
Oh no, I'd be happy with the $5,000 bonus. You know, going out to Oregon now, Grand Ronde. That's the name of the town.
Okay.
The Spirit Mountain Casino and Sportsbook.
Okay.
We have a jackpot winner of $133,681.85 playing Dancing Drums.
Okay.
From Light Rider. Not the Dancing Drums Explosion, the original Dancing Drums.
Okay. I've played so many dancing drums. I don't know what
There's a lot
I've
of different
played.
ones.
I don't know.
Different ones. Going back to Nevada, we have Las Vegas. We have a video poker player at Circa now.
All right.
$100,000 jackpot hitting 4 aces with a kicker on triple-double bonus poker. This was one of the. It was a solid 100,000. He was playing at $125 per hand.
Wow, good.
So he hit on.
It's an interesting thing about video poker is I know there are banks of video poker on the gaming floor, but I've never played them. The only time I played video poker, I was sitting at the bar. And I was just sitting there not doing anything. The video poker was in front of me, so I started playing it. I just never seek out video poker on the gaming floor.
It didn't say whether this was one of the bar machines or a floor machine. So from what the picture I saw was, it looked like a floor machine.
Okay.
So $125 per hand turned into $100,000.
Good for him.
Now we're going to leave the country.
Okay.
We're going to Chile.
Oh, all right.
We're going to the...
I know nothing about the gambling scene in Chile, so this is my first education about the gambling scene in Chile.
Well, you're not going to get much of an education, but
Okay.
you're just going to hear about jackpot.
Okay.
We're going to the Enjoy Vina del Mar Casino.
Okay.
And the reason why I am including this one, not only for the jackpot, but also for what happened on the same day as the jackpot.
Okay.
They had a casino evacuation.
Oh, okay.
Same day.
All right.
Early morning before the jackpot happened.
Okay. Why was the casino evacuated?
Somebody left an empty box on one of the bathroom sinks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
somebody came in, saw the box sitting there all by itself.
Okay.
They didn't know it was empty, but somebody saw the box.
In this day and age,
casino security.
They did the right thing. They
did the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They evacuated the casino. Bomb squad came in. Found out it was just an empty shoebox.
Yeah.
Somebody must have left there.
See,
they bought shoes or something.
In this day and age, I mean, you see a bag on the floor or you see a shoebox sitting in a corner somewhere. Yep. I mean, you kind of have to – it's better to be safe and sorry. Call security.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody just may have inadvertently left it there or
They
probably just didn't want to throw it away. They just left it there.
If this is a big casino, they might have stores in it. They probably bought a pair of shoes, put it on, and left the box.
So it's kind of interesting that they had that casino evacuation. Everybody came in. And then a woman who's identified only as MMC.
Okay.
No name whatsoever. I'm assuming MMC are her initials.
Yeah, I would guess.
MMC, she came in and following a bet of $4.52 American.
Okay.
They have it. They have the value of the Chilean money.
Okay.
It's 4,000 whatever Chilean money is. $4.52 American. According to the report, the lady and the slot machine both started screaming.
Okay.
Lights began to flash, and she had won $101,700.
Wow. I got to tell you, if I was in that casino all day and I lived through the evacuation, if I started hearing bells and women screaming, I'd jump out a window. I'd be so terrified. I mean, it must have terrified everyone considering what happened earlier that day in the casino.
According to the report, she didn't realize the machine going off had any relation to her winning anything.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't know she won anything until people started coming over, checking to see what was going on, and then they started congratulating her.
Oh my God!
So she didn't know she had won.
I'd have a heart attack.
Yeah, the machine went off. She went off.
So hours before the casino was evacuated, or there was a problem with the casino because someone found an empty shoebox.
Yep.
And then bells and whistles go off, and a couple hours later, and she starts screaming.
Yep.
So yeah, what would other people think? I'd be terrified if I was standing in a casino.
Going back into the States now. FanDuel, New Jersey had a couple interesting winners for bets.
Okay.
I think everyone has heard of this one. One better at FanDuel bet $90,818.19. I don't know how he came up with that number. I'm assuming he went the reverse and put the money in.
Yeah, I want to win this much, and this is how much you have to bet.
He wagered over $90,000 on Morocco to make its first World Cup quarterfinals.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I heard this.
We've
story.
heard this one.
Yeah,
$1 million.
Yep, $1 million.
11-1 odds.
Wow.
Another bettor at FanDuel wagered $97,309 on the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb to score the first TD. First touchdown versus Indianapolis Colts on that Sunday night game.
Okay.
8-1 odds, and he won $778,472.
Wow. Unbelievable.
So, congratulations
for them,
to both those bettors. I think
I told you.
I've never done the first touchdown.
I've done it, but I'm so terrible at it. The first touchdown thing is I never win on that first touchdown.
I always do
thing.
anytime touchdowns. I hit on those.
Let me tell you something. I do it. I usually do it more often during the Super Bowl because it's like one of those many bets that you do. I never bet on the coin flip because that's just pure gambling. Although we had a professional bettor actually looked at that and he kind of gave you some techniques on betting the coin flip.
Logan Fields.
Yeah.
Fields.
So there are ways to kind of calculate or try to calculate the coin flip. So I have to go back. I still have his book here, so I have to go back and read about it. I have notes on the edges of the book.
Sports Betting 2020 is the name of the book.
Yeah.
Very good book, by the way.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So.
Actually, I won and lost.
By the way,
the
coin flip section of that book is
very interesting.
Is worth the price of the book. Yeah.
But I this past Sunday on the Jets game, I had two bets on anytime touchdowns. I won one, lost one. I did one on Bam Knight getting one.
Okay.
And then I had one on Corey Davis getting one. He got knocked out of the game with a concussion.
Okay. Well.
So, but yeah, no, I like the anytime touchdown bets more so than the other ones.
Yeah,
We're going to do a Virginia lottery story. This happened back on Thanksgiving Day, though.
Oh, Thanksgiving Day.
A couple weeks back. Veronica R. was sitting around playing some of the online instant games on the lottery website. Didn't win a damn thing.
Okay.
Said she was done watching. I'm going to go watch some football.
Yeah.
By the way, good football games.
Oh, yes.
She got bored watching football games.
Oh, okay. All right.
So she went back and ended up playing again.
Good.
Good thing she did. She played the Jungle Tumble Jackpots game and won $289,557. Just sitting there in front of the TV, bored out of her mind with the football games, which were good football games.
Holiday time is the greatest time to play online.
Yes.
It just fantastic. You got to have a break time away from family and friends and things like that. You close yourself in your room and you play on your phone or your computer. It's great.
And we're going to end up this week's segment with 2 wins at the station's casinos.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Circa does their football contests.
Yes.
The Survivor and I don't know what the other one's called.
Circa Survivor and Circa Millions.
Circa Millions.
Yeah.
Stations.
I've been fascinated. I don't know if I'm fascinated because here in New Jersey we don't have those kind of contests, but I'm just fascinated.
Not a lot of places have that kind of stuff.
No, well, I wonder if it's because Las Vegas or Nevada has the proxy services where the contests work the way you have to register in person for these things, but after that you can go back to New Jersey or Pennsylvania and call in your bet to a proxy service, and the proxy service places your bet.
I don't think there's other places that allow that.
No.
Only Nevada.
Yeah.
But anyway, Stations Casinos also do their own football contests.
Okay.
They do the last man standing football contest, one for the pro and one for the college.
Okay.
And these are regular season.
All right.
It doesn't go into the playoffs. They have
a result already? It's not even done with the regular season.
Everyone last man standing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So,
yeah, everyone was getting knocked out. So.
Well, college, I guess if they don't include the bowl game, so.
Yeah. No, they had to end it. So
okay.
But it ended the right way. Person standing in
okay.
both.
So, even though... there are more games in the NFL.
Right.
It kind of last man standing.
Exactly.
Kind of thing. Okay.
It's their version of a survivor pool kind of thing. In the pro contest, a local, Marshall T, won $150,000. He was the last person standing from 6,284 entries.
Wow. Okay.
There were 3 entries remaining heading into the final week. The winner selected the Commanders 4.5 point spread.
Okay.
They won 19-13.
Okay.
The other person, they didn't say what the other 2 people had, but they lost, obviously.
Okay, obviously, if the other guy won.
Yeah. And over on the college side, they had 2,900 entries for the college last person standing. I'm saying person now. I'm telegraphing it's a woman who won.
Oh, well, you know what? They should say last person standing. They should change the name of these contests.
The marketing kind of goes...
I guess so, yeah.
Alexandria W. won the contest in week 13 of the college football season. She went with Auburn plus 22.5 in the game.
Okay.
That was a daring bet.
Yeah, plus 22. Yeah.
And they lost by 22.
Okay.
To Alabama.
All right.
She bet 22.5.
22.5. I was going to say she pushed.
No,
it was 22.5.
22.5.
Okay, wow.
And they
What a
lost
way
by
to win a
22.
contest.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So make it exciting.
And there was only 2 people remaining in that one. She won. The other person didn't.
Great. Congratulations.
She won. They did not say how much she won. How about that?
Oh, my God.
I think it was about 100,000.
Oh, okay.
So congratulations to both of them. They actually had to go to Green Valley Ranch, one of the station's casinos, Green Valley Ranch, where they actually were betting. They had to actually physically bet in this contest.
Well,
it wasn't done by proxy.
Well,
it wasn't done online.
every contest has its own rules and things like that.
So that's it for this week's Beatin the House. Please keep the press releases coming in. info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And we'll keep doing the segment. It's always great learning about some of the games and also seeing some of the different jackpots out there.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.